You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
You are taking a live look at the nation's capital this Tuesday night. A line of heavy rain is moving in right now, smack in the middle of the Thanksgiving travel rush. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran in for Thasmin Mahfouz. We are in a DMV first warn day. It is pretty clear why. We're talking about stormy weather conditions creating travel troubles for so many drivers and families who are trying to fly out.
Yeah, first responders have been working really around the clock dealing with crashes and dangerous flooding on what, of course, is one of the busiest travel days of the year. We have live team coverage tonight. Max Marcilla is at Dulles Airport as hundreds of flyers deal with flight delays.
And our Daniel Hamburg is in Tacoma Park, where flooding on the roads is putting so many drivers at risk. But we're going to get started with meteorologist Damon Matson. Damon, we are in the worst of conditions that we're seeing right now, so when is the clear up going to happen?
That's the question here after this day-long deluge of rain and some wind. We only have a few more hours and things will improve. But before that happens, yes, we're talking about the brunt of this rainfall and storm system pushing through as we speak. Here is that live radar loop. And when you see more yellows and reds on the map, that is showing that much more moderate to heavy rainfall. It's become a lot more common across the entire DMV over the last hour or so, and the main line of heavy rain, torrential rain that we've been watching out for here has finally formed along a line from Frederick County through Loudoun County, now into parts of northern Prince William and Fauquier County. So we're seeing very steady, if not heavy rain at times right around the DC Metro. We still have that rain coming down in buckets back toward the I-81 corridor, but this is the concentrated line that is going to cause some major problems here as it moves east over the next hour or two. We're really seeing that rain come down along the I-270 corridor in northern Montgomery County, stretching down toward Ashburn, Leesburg, and also into Sterling there in Loudoun County, right over the radar. As a matter of fact, that's what that hole indicates on the map there. So yes, this line is going to cause some major problems for anybody that's going to be out and about near the DC Metro area over the next hour or two. And on top of that, we're seeing the wind really start to pick up. We've had some recorded gusts of 25 to 35 miles an hour just within the last hour. So conditions, they're still going to be pretty rough for the next little while here, folks. But I have some good news. By tomorrow morning, as you head out the door, you don't have to worry about the umbrella. Things are going to be greatly improving as we head into the day on Wednesday. So we'll continue to track the latest, let you know what to expect for the next few hours with this storm. And we'll also have a look at your Thanksgiving forecast. How's it looking for the holiday? That's all coming up here in just a little bit.
All right, Damon, thanks. We'll see you then. The rain causing some areas to flood, which of course backed up traffic.
That's exactly the case at a very busy intersection there in Montgomery County. That's where we find our Daniel Hamburg joining us live in Tacoma Park, where the ponding on the roads, as we could see, is really causing some concerns.
Yeah, and Daniel, I mean, the traffic trying to get by there, but the rain just keeps coming and we can see the flooding there as well.
Yeah, Chris and Susan, it's surprising. A lot of cars are not avoiding this intersection. You can see right here, this water keeps coming up this way as more cars drive by. You can see right over here, there is a hose, and they are trying to pump this water through this machine up this way, up to a different drain to get rid of the water. But there is so much rain that's continuing to fall that it's not really doing much. You can see right here on the roadway, cars are continuing to come through. Police really want people to be aware of this water, avoid this intersection, University Boulevard and New Hampshire Avenue, if you can. But if you do have to drive through here, make sure you are prepared for what you're driving through and also taking it slow. The other thing you have to watch out for is first responders. Earlier tonight, we saw a fire truck trying to get through this intersection, and partly because the traffic is moving so slow, it was a little tough for them to get through. So if you see a first responder on a flooded road, make sure you're allowing them to get through. But really, it's important for everyone to take it slow on these roads and plan ahead if you do have to go out. We're live in Tacoma Park. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, Daniel, thanks. Meanwhile, the roads heading to the airports, well, they have been a nightmare.
I mean, just look at all of the brake lights here. This was earlier this evening on the Dulles Access Road. And what would have been just a couple of minutes from the actual airport became this huge crawl.
Yeah, it really did. So we're also tracking flight delays. 213 right now at Reagan National, 112 at Dulles International, and 200 over BWI. Our Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Max Marcilla live for us tonight at Dulles.
And Max, let's take a look at what's happening behind you. Much calmer than the roads were earlier.
Chris, really, inside here it's okay. That drive earlier was not fun, and outside right now, I mean, you saw what Daniel's dealing with. It's not fun, but again, once you get past the traffic and the weather, inside here, inside the airport, well, it's all good. Right now, again, with it being the evening hours, most of the flights have taken off for the day. It's calm and quiet back in here as people who are in here, well, the worst part, the most frustrating part of their travel journey is finally in the rearview mirror. Sitting in this traffic, you start to think the turkey better be worth it. For these travelers, many of whom heading to Dulles International Airport to hop on a flight for the holiday, the trip to the airport was the most tedious part.
It was about an hour and 15 minutes to get from Tacoma Park, Maryland to here.
What's it usually?
Yeah, usually it's about 45 minutes or an hour.
I came out on Saturday and it was a complete disaster.
This is always one of the busiest travel weeks of the year.
This year we are seeing more people flying than ever, with fewer cancellations than we have seen in years, and we're investing to make sure it stays that way long term.
AAA estimates roughly 90,000 people in the DMV will get to their Thursday feast by plane, about an 8% increase from last year. Some resources are the same. The new Silver Line extension is ready for its second Thanksgiving holiday as travelers hope for an on-time, no-drama departure from the nation's capital. All right, back live here inside Dulles Airport. We're going to show you what things look like now. You heard Chris and Susan mention the amount of delays and cancellations earlier. It seems like we're past the window where that was the biggest concern, even though the weather is picking up just by the number of flights leaving the airport at this hour. It looks like the worst of those delays and cancellations might be behind us, but of course, the weather is still going on, and who knows what could happen. As we mentioned, this is always one of the busiest 2, 3, 4 day windows of travel, not just here, but across the entire country.
All right, Max Marcilla live at Dulles. Max, before you go, hopefully we are past the worst window for flight delays, but if your flight is delayed or canceled, flyers do have some options.
Yeah, and there's a few things you should know. I mean, the most important, as we mentioned earlier, if the weather holds off over these next few days, cross your fingers, then any major delay or cancellation, that could be an airline's fault. And the U.S. Department of Transportation made sure to know if it is the airline's doing, then there are accommodations you can get for a canceled flight, things like hotels or food vouchers. But if it is something, say, rain or Mother Nature, those assurances are not always guaranteed. Of course, reach out to any travel agent or the airlines themselves. Those are always pieces of advice that are encouraged for flyers. Live at Dulles, Max Marcilla, back to you.
All right, some great tips there. Thank you so much, Max. There is some good travel news tonight. Prices have dropped according to the travel site Hopper. Airfares are down 14% from last year, with an average ticket costing $268.
We'll take whatever we can get.
That's right.
Yeah, and the national average for a gallon of gas also dropped to the lowest level in years. AAA says it's averaging $3.30 per gallon. That is nearly a 10% drop from last year. 11 states are already seeing prices dip below $3. But according to Gas Buddy, Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. are not seeing that significant of a drop.
To find the cheapest gas near where you are, you have to get to our interactive map we have on our website. You can scan the QR code you see right there on your screen, or you can go to our traffic page at dcnews.com. Tonight, we are learning more about the 2 children who were hit and killed by a van while walking to school yesterday.
Yeah, Prince George's County Police have now released their names and their ages. Our reporter, Yamari Sase, has been following the story and has the latest on what the community wants to see done following this tragedy.
I would rather drive my daughter to school now because this has affected me a lot. Nayeli Jimenez is still traumatized by Monday's deadly accident that killed 2 Riverdale Elementary students. It happened just minutes after she crossed the street with her daughter. When I turned around, I heard people say they hit the kids, and then I got really scared. I saw the boy and someone had him in their arms. Her daughter was classmates with one of the victims, 5-year-old Sky Sosa. Police say Sosa and 10-year-old Shalom Mba were hit and killed by the driver of a van while walking to school. The driver allegedly responsible is a woman who stayed on the scene and is cooperating with police. Many parents say a crossing guard is needed. I want more security on this street so that they take more care of the kids because they're coming here to get an education. Police and county officials say they're having a hard time hiring since the last one for this area retired.
We have a real need, and we need to work with the school system and with the police to get more and more crossing guards hired and out on the street.
But Police Chief Malik Aziz doesn't think that would have made a difference.
Everyone has a role to play in the safety of our children. So I don't want to move away that a driver of a van appeared to make a left-hand turn, and whether they completely stopped or continued to roll, struck 3 people and killed 2 children.
And now several people continue to add to the growing memorial, remembering the young lives taken too soon. Reporting in Riverdale Park, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
And all new at 9, a federal appeals court is striking down a Maryland gun control law. The law required fingerprinting and firearms training in order to buy a handgun. In a 2-to-1 ruling today, a panel of judges ruled these extra requirements are unconstitutional. They cite a recent Supreme Court ruling that loosened gun laws in defense of the Second Amendment. This is the second recent ruling limiting Maryland's gun control laws. Back in September, a federal judge ruled that Maryland's restrictions on where firearms can be carried were unconstitutional.
Now to some major breaking news from the Middle East. There's an agreement to a pause in the fighting for an exchange for hostages being held in Gaza. The Israeli cabinet has voted to approve a pause in fighting for 4 days to get the hostages out. This will also allow for supplies to be brought in for Palestinians who have been struggling to find food, water, and fuel for weeks now. The agreement also includes for each hostage that Hamas releases, Israel will turn over 3 Palestinians. An Israeli government official says that this will be for up to 50 hostages who are mostly women and children. It's not immediately clear, though, when the temporary ceasefire will take place.